Right, now guys, the route for the Orient Express, the original route, was changed quite a few times over all the years that it ran, and there's tons and tons and tons of information about it. I'm not going to try and tell you everything because it would be silly to try, but what I will say to you is you just Google it and you'll spend hours reading about it all. It's absolutely fascinating. So, first loco then is this one. Alright guys, here we go. Let's get her into the frame. Nice and steady for you. Now this guy, this is a French locomotive, SNCF. She is. Now she's lovely, look. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. Now, this is a 230G. Now, on the original one from very beginning, I think it was a 230K, I believe, and I could stand to be corrected on this, but I think the K had 3 axles and not 4. I don't think it was articulated either, but it's pretty much the same sort of locomotive as this. This is a beautiful model. It's a Rocco, and as you can see, she's absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. Now, something struck me when I was thinking about collecting some of the Orient Express stuff, and that was the coaches. And the coaches, they are beautiful coaches. But in doing so, I thought to myself, hang on a minute, I've got 10 of the Hornby lit coaches. What Hornby did, or Triang did, what they did to produce this coach, they used the same mould as the Pullman coach. And I think the whole point about this is that it's sort of like the Orient Express coach. It's not strictly correct, but the thing is I've got 10 of these, and they're pretty rare as well. And yeah, so I thought it's going to look fine on them. So we'll just bring her through. You have a look, as always. Now, the comfort and the prestige of the Orient Express was just amazing, and it was just absolutely amazing. It was synonymous with, you know, great comfort, great service, and everything else that goes along with it. So just taking these through for you, they're all sleeping cars, and of course you can see all the writing on them anyway, what it says. Yeah. So there's the writing on the top. Now what I've done, one of these, when I bought it, it didn't have any interior in it, which was a bit of a pain, but I did sort that out with the seller. We went 50-50 and I kept it, but I knew it would come in handy one day. So what I've done, I had an idea here, what I've done, I've changed the interior in that one for the restaurant car, like that. And I've also put another one in that one. So we've got 2 restaurant cars on the long train, like that. So this one, as I say, didn't actually have any interior in it, so that's great now because it's turned it into a restaurant car. So we've got 2 of those on, and not only that, I've also converted it for lighting. Now I'm going to do all these coaches. I haven't done them all yet. It's quite a big job, but I will do a video on how to do it. It's come out really, really well, and I'll show you that in a little while. I've just disconnected this this one here, the one which I put the interior lighting in, and I'm just going to give you a quick look of how I've done it. I'm not going to go through it completely here. I'm just going to show you where I've fitted the pickups there to the wheels. Obviously there's new metal wheels on all of these wagons, by the way. I've changed them all on all the coaches. But yeah, I've fitted that and it's come out fantastic. I've got my own circuit in there, with an LED strip along the top and the capacitors to keep them lit, and it comes on slow, and when it gets up there, it stays on when you stop and things like that. No flicker either. But I will do a separate video on how to do that a little later on. Well, I'll put that one back on the train now. As I say, I'll do a video on that to convert it to lighting later date. So we just run the rest of the sleeping cars by you. I mean, at the end of the day, the Orient Express was basically made up of sleeping cars, and then, like I say, they have a dining car as well. So, right, just let those go by, and I'll just briefly stop it here at the end. Now, I've actually put on the French fourgon brake wagon, guard van, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if that is correct, whether it would have had that on, or some kind of brake van on the end. I can't seem to find any information out about that, but maybe somebody will be able to tell me something if I've got that wrong. Anyway, that's the whole lot. So we'll just take a round. She's a lovely loco. In fact, the whole set looks really cool together. Looking around here, you can probably hear it. Yeah, she's really nice. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I think it looks really good. Certainly nice and long. Get a bit more speed without going silly. Beautiful. Get to a stop. Just back here where she started out. That'll be doing me. There she is. This one, what you've just seen, the Class 230. Now, I'm fairly sure I'm right in saying this. This is the one that was used in the Agatha Christie movie, Murder on the Orient Express. I'm fairly sure it's a G230. In fact, the original one that was used in the film, I believe, has been restored, and I think it's on show in the middle of Paris, outside. So, yeah, go and check it out. Also, this being the start locomotive which pulled it across France and to the border of Germany, one loco couldn't do it without a stop. So what they used to do, they used two of these, and they had one of them halfway already steamed up, watered, covered up and fired up already, so they could just swap it really quick, which meant, you know, no delays for the customers. The passengers were extremely well looked after on the Orient Express, and what a clever idea, and yeah, interesting stuff. Orient Expresses, then there's no reason why you shouldn't introduce, or include I should say, the British Venice Simplon-Orient-Express. Carefully take her out. This is the Clan Line loco. I'm sure many of you out there know that, and I'm sure many of you probably already got it. Great loco from Hornby. I need to stop her there. This is a corker of the loco. Really well made. Really nice. They run really cool as well. They really are nice. Okay, there we go then. There she is. Clan Line. There, yeah, 35028, along with the tender, late crest. Right, now, there's quite a bit to tell you about this, because Hornby have done quite a few variations on this. The first one, I think this is probably what's the first set. The coaches, as you're about to see, are the beautiful Pullman coaches, of course. We've got Agatha, Lucille, and then car number 88 on the back end there. But these are the non-illuminated table lamps in these, so just let you have a quick look. And that's how the set originally came. But there's, like I said, there's variations, quite a few variations, because they came with different locomotives, named differently, and with the coaches named differently. But they all seem to have the three coaches, regardless of the naming of them. So it's got to come round. Great weather, really is good. Yeah, lovely. Lovely set. Oh, and again. Perfect. Right, now, what I'm going to do now, change things a little bit here, bring them around here for a minute. Right, so there we go then, we've got English, American and French. So give me a couple of minutes to do a quick edit and I'll be back with some more. Okay guys, I'm just going to bring the clan line carefully back down here. Come on, gal. Back to where she started out. I'm going to get her out again a little later, but I'll explain to you what I'm doing in a few seconds. Come on, gal. Bit of a tight bend, that one. I'll take it steady. Here she goes. Right. All the way up to the buffer. Lovely, jubbly. Right, stay with me a minute. Right, next up, I'm going to bring out another Southern Railways rebuilt Merchant Navy class with 3 more coaches on it. Come on, nice and gently does it. Here she is. She's obviously the same class of loco, but she's not the same loco. Let's get her out over that point and I'll bring her around to show you. There we go. There we go. Now this time we've got 35012. Exact same class, obviously. Beautiful as always, and this time it's US lines, United States lines. You'll probably notice that the coaches on there now, this is another set, with a different number on it, and this is a set with Cygnus and Ibis and Minerva on the end there. So this is another set that Hornby did. It's like both sets have 3 coaches, but in this case we've got the illuminated coaches. So we'll just follow her around. Alright, this comes again. They're lovely locos, they really are. Yep, let's get it to the front for you. I mean, like I said, everything's going to be running in a little while, but we're not going to stick to just show what I've done. Cool. Right, I've double-headed them. United States lines there, and clan line there. Right, now you'll notice coupling. Whenever possible, which is when any of my locos and rolling stock got the NEM couplers, whenever possible I always prefer to use the tow bar type joint like that. It's much more reliable, and no couplings are bouncing and coming undone. Yeah, so they look cool together. I thought they would do. And there they are. And then what I've done, I've put the first 3 coaches on, which are the non-illuminated ones, as were originally showing just not wanting to go on the plan line here. And I will just point something else out to you as well when you're doing this sort of thing, because I've got coaches, these older coaches have got the old coupling on, which you can probably see there somewhere, yeah, just there. They're riveted on, and they're the old wide coupling. So what I've done, because that tender's got the NAM coupler, the connector on it, I've replaced the small one for a large one. It's always best to have the couplings the same type if you can. I know they're willing to mix, but it doesn't always work very well, so you're best to always keep them the same. And I'll show you a bit more as we go back further down the train. So, like I say, the first 3 coaches are non-illuminated, so then that's where we were before. So then what I've done there, I'm moving on to the illuminated ones now. The 3 which was on the other US lines you saw a little bit earlier, and I've done the same thing here because the last coach there's got the original wide riveted coupling, so I put another larger one on with that one. Yeah, so you can see those, yeah, and it works really good. So then we've got the 3 illuminated ones which were in the other set, of course, which is Cygnus, Ibis and Miniver. And what I've done, I've put a 3rd class brake on the end because I don't really like to see it when, I mean, I think Miniver's classed as a kitchen jar, but I don't really like to see it stuck on the end without anything to follow it up, so I've just put a car 35, 65, I can't read it on the camera. Anyway, 3rd class brake there on the end, so just bring it across a couple of times, or once or two I think. It's really nice together, really good. Okay, got it stopped over here. Look at the 2 radius, really nice together.